Okay, we're back. We're gonna look for some pistons. So first thing I do is I gotta find some numbers. So you go down to my parts catalog. Right here. Find a parts catalog for a Sportster, because we're working on. I'm going to look for a part number here. Pistons are up in the front here where the motor is. They're up there real far in the front where the cylinders are at. There we go, right here. So you look in the book here for your piston kits. And they got 3, 4, and 5 as our number. So you got 58 number. We want a 10 over piston, as I recall. I probably should have measured that first. I forgot to look at that. That's kind of important. So I'm going to go see what I got anyway. So it looks like we need a 22253-58 piston. The key is a 253 number. Because we also have a -70 piston, which has bigger valve pockets in it. Look over here, -70. But the 253 is the important part, is 10 over. Okay. So now we have to go look for a 22253 piston, if I have one. So we get to go down our junk area, called Harley parts. Turn our light on so we can see a little bit. We go over here for our piston department which is right here. Pistons in rings. Camera stand don't want to go down. So these blue boxes over here have parts in them. Some have pistons, some have rings. These are rings. And they got a couple sets, see? Only that many. So you start at 255. So you wipe off the shelf dust. These are 263 or 363 number. This is 52, so this would be for a flathead. These would be K model rings. I don't know why the K model is mixed in with a Sportster ring, because 57 is a Sportster. A means it's got a Molly ring in it, probably, because it was made in 81. So these probably have Molly rings in them, Hastings Molly rings. Whereas the other sets would be something else. The earlier numbers would have other things in them. This is a red box. The red box came out in probably 74-ish time frame, 75. The orange box with the AMF on it came out in 69, and they ran it up through until they went to the red box. Now, if you have the orange box without the AMF on it, that's an earlier box. If you have the really old looking label orange, it's older yet. Okay, so this one here is another 52 number. So this is another K model ring instead of a Sportster ring. So I don't know why these are mixed up. That doesn't make sense because I usually don't mix my parts, but for some reason they're mixed. I'm not sure. Quality control sucks around here. See now, I'm the one that did it. That explains it right there. Alright, so there's a couple of rings we don't need. Okay, these are called pistons. So 58 is a 900 piston with a small valve on it. 72 is going to be a 1000 piston. And if we have any -70 pistons, then that'll be a big valve 900 piston. Here's some more rings. These are all K model rings. Now, these are probably big twin rings, or -53. These are probably FL rings. FL parts too. Okay, so we want a 10 over piston. 253. 25358. That's a 10 over 900 ring, 900 piston, 10 over. And it even says 10 over, and that's pretty rare. Usually doesn't say 10 over on it. So when you open up these boxes, you get rings. chrome plated rings with one-piece cast oil rings with an expander behind it. So that's what they used back in the day. And underneath that's a brand new piston. So there you go. That has the small valve pockets on it. So that's one of them. The problem is I only see one. One does not help me very much. We need 2 pistons for a Harley, not one. Let's see, that one says 30 over on it. This one says standard 1000 on it. This is your real early box here. See, that's a different color orange than the other box. This is your 40s style, or actually this came out in the 30s like this. 30s on up into the 60s. So these are the real early boxes here. Just by the color of the box, you know how old the part is. Whether the part has an old, if it's an old bike or not, you can tell the age when it was made by looking at it. Newer boxes, they actually have date codes on them, but old ones they don't. So it looks like I only got one piston, so that's not going to help me any. That kind of sucks. So maybe I got another box of these. Probably not. So 253 is only one. Check all my numbers. 4, 56. A lot of 56s and 57s. Those are probably 60 and 70 over. Get a lot of those. 60 over right here is 58. So 56 would be 2 numbers less. That'd be 40 over. Okay. So that ain't helping me. I don't like that box. I thought I had more pistons in this. Alright, what else do we got? Ooh, more pistons. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting the good shit. There we go. Okay, so these are the dash 70 piston. See, dash 70. That's 54, that's a 20 over. Here's your newer label. This is when Harley took over again in 83. In late 82, they changed the box to this style box. Going back to an orange label. They put the Harley logo on it, and the box looks different. And this is 82, that's when they made it, so 82 is when they did that. 51, 53. Here we go. Back here.
Where are you?
I'm hiding.
I hear something, but...
So there's the piston we need right there.
There's a package here, okay?
Okay. Do you have any of that? Okay. Got interrupted there. Alright, back on our pistons here. So, 2Bs. So we're doing our 253 pistons. So I got a couple more boxes here I've dug out. So these are made in 81, these particular ones. Oh, in front of my knee. So this is the one I'm going to use here. These are 900 10 over. So you've got old style rings in there that we might use, might not use, depending on what they are. And there's your piston. Now, the difference between this and the 58 piston is this big valve pocket here. This has a big deep valve pocket. That's your dash 70 piston. Here's your new wrist pin all sealed up in this package with all the instructions on what to do. So, important. So our 58 pistons, which were in the other box. A. So these have the older style rings here. These should be Hasty and Molly rings, hopefully. Nope, they're still the old style crappy ass ones. Okay. These are actually decent rings. They work pretty good. But I've used a lot of these over the years in race bikes. They do work. The O-ring's not quite as good as a 3-piece, but the top rings are actually better than the Hastings rings. I like these old chrome rings. They work really well, actually. They hold up better. So I figured a newer piston had a newer ring. It doesn't. So here is our 58 piston. See, it doesn't have that big valve pocket cut out of it. It just cast all the way across. What would you do with the other one? It's out. It's over here. This one. Has the big valve pocket in it, see? See, the earlier ones do not have the big valve pocket in them. So there's your differences in which they used. So they're also figuring a lot more valve lift for some reason. I don't know why, but they did. Even though they still were using pecans back in this time frame. I don't know what the difference would be. The XLR valve doesn't lift all that much more either. So who knows. Anyway, there's your big valve pocket. So that's your 70 piston, and this is your 59 and earlier. 69 and earlier, excuse me. So that's your differences. The inside's all the same on these things. So they have the casting numbers inside here on both of them, see? This one even has the dash 58 number, if you can read it down in there. Even though it's a 70 piston, because it's how you machine the piston, not how the mold is made. So you can turn these into these by just cutting the pocket. Alright, so there is your educational for the day. I'm going to put the bag in here so I have an extra one now. So that is how they did it. So if you want good pistons, you find these old originals. Weisco don't make good pistons for 900s. Alright. So I was hoping that was going to be a set of Molly rings in there, but it did not have them. And this set here has the early ones also. So these are the old stock style rings in there. We'll see if he wants to use these or not. Saves you money because they already come with the pistons. And they're good. So there you go. Stock type bikes, so they're plenty adequate. Okay, so I'm going to put all this stuff away. We'll be back.